You know, we've all heard the stories. The great battles. The brave soldiers. The generals who made impossible decisions. But what if I told you that one of the most crucial turning points of World War II wasn't decided on a battlefield at all? It happened in a quiet room, with a single person. Someone whose name you've probably never heard. And the crazy part? This person wasn't even supposed to be there. Picture this. It's 1943. The Allied forces are planning the largest amphibious invasion in history, D-Day. The fate of millions hangs in the balance, and Hitler? He's waiting. His entire Atlantic wall is ready to crush any invasion force that dares to land. But here's where it gets interesting. The Germans are expecting the Allies. They know an invasion is coming. The only question is ... where? And that's when a dead body washed up on the coast of Spain. Now, you might be wondering, what does a dead body have to do with winning the war? Well, everything. Because this wasn't just any body, this was a British officer. A Major William Martin of the Royal Marines. And clutched in his hands was a briefcase. A briefcase containing top-secret documents about the Allied invasion plans. The Spanish authorities found him. They contacted the Germans. And within hours, those documents were on Hitler's desk. The invasion target? Greece and Sardinia. Hitler read the documents. He believed them. And he immediately ordered his best troops to defend Greece and Sardinia. But here's the thing. Here's what makes this story absolutely incredible. Major William Martin never existed. The body? It was a homeless man who had died in London. The documents? Completely fake. The entire operation was an elaborate deception called Operation Mincemeat. And the person who came up with this insane plan? A British intelligence officer named Ewan Montague. Think about the audacity of this. They took a dead body, gave him a fake identity, created an entire fictional life for him, complete with love letters from a fake fiancée, ticket stubs from a London theater, and even an angry letter from his bank about an overdraft. They made him real. So real that when the Germans found him, they never questioned it for a second. Now, why does this matter? Because while Hitler was sending his troops to Greece and Sardinia, the real invasion was being planned for Sicily, the soft underbelly of Europe. And because of Operation Mincemeat, Sicily was left relatively undefended. When the Allies landed in Sicily in July 1943, they expected massive resistance. Instead, they found confusion, disorganization. German troops that were supposed to be there had been sent elsewhere. The invasion succeeded beyond anyone's wildest dreams. Thousands of lives were saved. The war in Europe took a decisive turn, all because of a dead man in a briefcase. But here's what haunts me about this story. Someone had to make the decision to use a real human body. Someone's son. Someone's brother. A person who died alone and forgotten in London. Ewan Montague later wrote that this was one of the hardest decisions of his life. This man had no family to object, no one to mourn him, but in death, he became a hero. He saved thousands of lives. He changed the course of history. The team even gave him a proper burial in Spain with full military honors. To this day, there's a gravestone in Spain that reads William Martin, and every year, someone leaves flowers. You want to know something even crazier? The success of Operation Mincemeat inspired dozens of other deception operations. The Allies became masters of misdirection. Before D-Day in Normandy, they created an entire fake army. Inflatable tanks. Fake radio transmissions. All designed to make Hitler think the invasion would come at Calais instead of Normandy. And it worked. Again. Hitler kept his best panzer divisions at Calais for weeks after D-Day began, waiting for an invasion that would never come. But here's what keeps historians up at night. Did the Germans really believe it? Or did they see through the deception and let it happen anyway? Some researchers found evidence that German intelligence had doubts. There were inconsistencies in the documents. Small details that didn't quite add up. But for some reason, Hitler chose to believe them anyway. Was it arrogance? Was it desperation? Or was there a German intelligence officer who saw through the plan but stayed silent? We'll probably never know. So what's the point of this story? Why does it matter today? Because it reminds us that wars aren't just won with bullets and bombs. They're won with creativity, with psychology, with understanding your enemy so well that you can predict exactly how they'll react. One person with a brilliant idea saved more lives than 1,000 soldiers with guns. And that nameless man from London? The one nobody missed when he died? He became more important in death than most of us will ever be in life. The next time you watch a war movie or read a history book, remember this. For every battle you hear about, there were a dozen secret operations you'll never know existed. For every hero whose name we remember, there were countless others whose names are lost to history. Like Major William Martin, the man who never lived, but whose death helped win a war. If you found this story as fascinating as I did, hit that subscribe button. Because history is full of incredible stories like this. Stories that are stranger than fiction. Stories that change the world. And I'll see you in the next video.